Hi, it's Jennifer. Today what I'm going to do is talk about some things having to do with planning. One of the things that I have included on my YouTube channel and also on my blog is some organizing kinds of tasks, but also life management sort of things. I am sort of crazy about planning for stuff. I mean, I like to organize tasks and my time and make sure that I'm kind of setting a plan for every day for the things I'm going to do. Don't just wait until I get to doing some videos about vacation planning. I almost think it's more fun to plan the vacation, almost more fun to plan it, than actually to take the vacation. It kind of drives my husband crazy a little bit. I just realized I'm kind of crooked in this camera. I realized that that it kind of drives my husband crazy a little bit, but then when we get to the vacation, he's pretty glad that I did all the planning I do. So needless to say, over the years, I have gotten into all kinds of, the use of all kinds of planners. I was a classroom teacher, so of course I had a lesson planning thing that I did, or that I used on a weekly basis. When I was in college, I always had a big planner and mapped out the assignments that I had to do. And then over the years, I have used all different kinds of planners. I started with a day timer and then a day runner that, no, a day runner, that's the littler one, and then a day timer that had, you know, more stuff in it. There was a period of time where I was using a planner that is no longer made anymore, that's called a Believer's Life system. It's kind of a thing for organizing not just your daily to-do kinds of things and calendars and appointments, but also adding in an element of your spiritual life and stuff like that, church activities and things. So I used that for a period of time. I used the Franklin Covey system for years. And then about 4 years ago, I decided I wanted to try to go digital. I thought this would be great because I had an iPad and an iPhone and a laptop, and thought it would be nice to have everything that would sync between devices so that if I was at a meeting or if I was just on the road or if I was at home, that I could access all of the same things. I literally gave it a super good try for 4 years. And so for 4 years I did that, and I ran into a problem because even though the Apple products have iCal that's on all of their products, Outlook is what people use at my work, and so they want everybody to keep their calendars up to date in Outlook so they can schedule meetings and make sure they don't schedule them at times when people are already scheduled for other things. And while there are some apps for Outlook, I just wasn't finding the functionality in them that worked, because one of the things I like to do is when I'm at a meeting, I like to bring up the appointment on my calendar, and there's usually a notes section, and take my notes from that meeting there, save it, and then I can access it when I'm trying to think, what was that we talked about at the meeting? I can just go back to that meeting date and open it up and check the notes. Well, I found that I wasn't able to bring up those notes when I was in the app on my phone, the Outlook app that I had on my phone. And so it was just kind of getting frustrating. So for the last little while, I've been investigating and looking around and considering going back to a paper planner, which I finally did in May. I looked at Franklin Covey, and I also looked at Filofax. Unfortunately, because I was looking in the springtime, after the first of the year had already kicked off, they were really picked over in their products. They probably do a big kickoff of a sale of all their things in the fall, people getting ready for the upcoming year, and then they just didn't have anything that I could get to start out. But then I had heard about Erin Condren, and so I went onto the Erin Condren website, and they, lucky for me, they had just reduced the price of their 2014 calendars and made it so that when you ordered it, you would just get April through the end of the year. And so I thought, hey, that's really good. And I also had a 10%, or not 10%, a $10 off coupon code, so that so that anything I would get would be less by $10. And so I've been using my Erin Condren planner since May. And so that's May of 2014. So it's been 3.5 months now that I've been using this. I've gone through kind of some transitions with how I use it, trying to adjust to being back to a paper planner again after 4 years of going all digital. And so at first what I did actually is I ordered 2. I thought I would have one for my regular life, and then I would have one that was specifically for planning for my blog and my YouTube channel. I actually have 2 YouTube channels. One of them is called My Flagstaff Home, and my blog for that one, myflagstaffhome.com. And then of course I have my Busy Being Jen channel and blog. So I thought it would be good to have one for each, but then I found that I was using this one to plan, but then I would transfer everything I had in here over to this one, and it just seemed like this was overkill, and it would be better to figure out a way to set this up so I can do my planning right here in my regular plan. So the purpose of this video is to show you, if you're unfamiliar with Erin Condren planners, the purpose of this video is to kind of show you what is inside a basic planner, and then to also tell you some of the things that that the Erin Condren company has done to change their planners for 2015. They actually have their new calendar versions or planner versions available now. You can buy them, and they start in July and go through July to the end of the year, plus they have all of 2015 in it, or as I'm going to do, because I already have one that goes through the end of 2014, I will go ahead and use that and then get the new version with my January to December 2015 planner. But I'll tell you what some of those changes are that they're making to the new planner. And then in addition to that, what I'm going to do is talk to you a little bit about the transition that I've gone through in making adjustments in the planner, because you know, you're never going to find a planner that is exactly what you want. There were things in my Franklin Covey planner that there were whole sections I would never use. And so you want to try to find one that fits your life and where you will use most of it, as you can, or if I could talk, that would be really good. But the most you can of a planner, or see if you can make adjustments to it in some way so that you will use the planner. And so I have had to make some adjustments because I found that there were certain things that weren't just convenient or weren't really working with my life. And I guess probably the only person who would ever have a planner that is exactly what they want would be a person who owns a company and makes life planners. So I'm sure that this planner is perfect for Erin Condren, and so she probably uses every bit of it, and I use most of it, but then I've made some changes. So I just wanted to show you how that goes. So we'll see about, I might have to change, I think I'm going to change the angle of this so we can get a close-up on the planner so you can get a really good look and see. Okay, so this is my planner, and I'm going to take you through, I just flung that across. I'm going to take you through the basic sections and kind of talk to you about some of the things that are included in the planner. The really nice thing about these life planners is that you have a choice of tons of different covers. They have one series that is kind of fancy on the covers. They kind of have a foil, like one of them's silver and one of them's got a gold kind of foil design, and those are a little bit more expensive. And then they have just tons of other ones in all different kinds of designs that you can get. You can personalize them. Mine is personalized there with my name, and so you can personalize these. It doesn't have to have your name. You could put, if you have a blog and you want to put the name of your blog, or maybe you want to put your family, like put the Anderson family, you can put that in there. So on the inside, it has a place to put your information. So if you were to lose your planner, God forbid, somebody could find you and get it back to you. They have these cute little sayings and cute little decorative pages throughout. So this just says it's the weekly on-the-go life planner. And then you turn the page, and it's got another quote in there. Now, this is a part that is was in older versions of the calendar that is not in the new calendar, from what I understand. It's kind of a perpetual calendar. It's got, you know, each month, January, February, March, April, May. It's got, you know, pages for all this, and it's a place to list birthdays and anniversaries. Apparently they had gotten feedback from people that they didn't want to have to recopy all of these things every single time they got a new planner. And so now what they've done at Erin Condren is they've created a little booklet that fits inside a pocket, and you'll see the pocket in the back later. But it fits in there. You can put all the dates in one time, and then you don't have to recopy it, so that anytime you get a new planner, you switch over to the new planner, but you take the booklet out and put it in this little pocket in the back. So I've seen some people take these sections, they weren't using them, and they made them into lists. Like maybe they had a goal of certain books they wanted to read that year, so they put washi tape over the name of the month, put, you know, books to read, and then listed things like that. So they used that in a different way. So those are some kind of creative ways of using this section. So that the next is just kind of the year at a glance, which is kind of nice, because if you're looking way ahead and you just want to check some dates, that's in here. And then we get to, there's another little quote, and then we get to our first month. And remember, I got mine starting in April, so I didn't use this section here. Well, I got the one that started in April, but I didn't get it until May, so I didn't use this calendar part here. It's got a 2-page month at a glance, and then it has a little column over here for notes. Each different month has a little quote at the top, and they also have a tab, so it's really easy to find what month you're in. And then behind the 2-page spread for the month, they have a week for each week. So this one, so we have the start. We're looking at April, and so it's got a whole column for each day of the week. And the weekends are put together, so you don't have Sunday on one side and Saturday at the end. They've got Saturday and Sunday right here side by side. That kind of makes your weekend plans pretty easy to see. And then, I also don't know if you can see this, but I'll try to hold it up. Each column is separated into 3 sections, and it says morning, day, and is it evening or night? No, morning, day, and night. And so you can, the intention of this is to list the things you're doing in the morning here, the things you're doing in the middle of the day here, and the things you're doing in the evening in this section. These also have a section right here for goals and notes, so you can list things there. And at the bottom, all the way across the bottom, it's got another lined section, and it says meal plans, exercise, daily to-dos, thoughts, inspiration, lists. And so it's all different kinds of ideas for how you can use that extra space at the bottom. All right, so that is the basic layout of each month. Each month has the 2-page month at a glance, and then a 2-page spread for each week with a column for each day. So once we get past all of the months of the year, we get to a section of notes that you can see that I've been scribbling around, and I have little clips and things like that. And there's a lot of note paper put in here, and there's different kinds. They have, like this one's just real simple with a little flower, and then some of the other note pages have other designs on them. So they've got some cute little different things. Some of the pages are lined, some of them are not. So if it matters to you, I mean, you can use certain ones to write notes, and you can do other things to doodle or put drawings or things like that in them. Then beyond that, you have contacts. And so, hold on, I've got this thing in the middle of my table. I keep hitting it. So it's got contacts, and this is not like your address book. It only has a couple of, it only has these 2 pages, so it's really not, your address book at all. But it has this list of contacts for emergencies, or maybe your kid's school's telephone number, or your doctor's number, your dentist's number, the veterinarian's number, who to call if you have a pipe leak at your house. So you list all of those kind of contacts that you would want to have access to really quickly without having to look up. And then there's another page over here that has people's names, phone number, email. So if they're people that you contact frequently and you want to have their addresses on hand, then you could have that right there. Then another little quote in the back. And this is a nice little feature. It's a pocket folder. It's got a pocket on this side. And they call it a keep it all together, or keep it together pocket. And there's another one on this side. So actually what comes right here before you get to the pocket folder, I think it's before because I tore it out, is stickers. They include stickers in each of these planners. And I took mine out and cut off, you know, kind of cut it down a little bit so it would go in my in my pockets that I have here, because I thought I've got other stickers in these pockets, so I wanted to keep them all together. And so, but they have different stickers. Some of them they're labeled, some of them are labeled with stuff already for you. So they've got things on them here. And if we look at these, this entire one, it says birthday. So you can list every single person's birthday that you know. And then this next one has some other kinds of things that are already printed on there. There's several of them that say game, so if you're going to a football game or a baseball game, you've got that. Day off, hair appointment, and it leaves a space for you to put the time of your hair appointment. Dentist appointment, a sale somewhere, doctor's appointment, a concert you may be going to. It has a few for mani-pedi, party, and vacation. So I wish I went on that many vacations every year, but anyway, so these are nice. They have these that are already made up for you, and then they have a bunch of blank ones. You can see that I've used several blank stickers so that you can peel these off and put them on and label them however you want with whatever you want. You can even get some that are customized. So if you have certain things that you want to list, certain people's birthdays, if you want to have their name on it, or for me, I did a sheet of stickers that had stuff about filming and doing blog posts that I wanted to have, so that rather than rewrite that every time, I could just peel off a sticker and put it on there. So all those things fit into this pocket. Now they're kind of sticking out the top, but also, what Erin Condren does, in all the orders that you will get these little additional kind of labels. Some of them, this one is just a label with the design of the planner I got and my name. And then others of them are more like gift tags. So there's one here that's for happy birthday, and this other one says just a little something from, and then you could write your name on that. So they include some cute little, there's several of those, but cute little gift tags. And then in the back, there is a clear pocket envelope that has one of those zipper seals on it, so you can put different things in there. I've got some additional stickers and also some adhesive notes on there. And then on the back it's got this other calendar for, it shows not just the calendar of the year, but it's got, this one has 2015 and 2016 calendar on there, so you can really look ahead. So some of the other things that are different about the new ones, apparently this look at 2015 and 2016 is no longer here because they have these additional note pads that you can get, and they stick to the back here, and then they cover this up, so they've moved that to another place. Another thing that they've done is they've included, well, they've got, this is one of the coolest things, is that they have removable covers now, so that you can pick a couple of different covers and change them out, so you don't have to have the same cover all the time. And so for a little bit of extra money, they've got this thing that will come out and then come back in. The cover is really sturdy. It's got a really heavy kind of a plastic laminate sort of thing on it, and it holds up really well. I've seen some people who have been using their planners forever, and the only thing by the end of the year that they have is maybe a little bit of a peeling up in the corner, but they've been, you know, really beating it up too. So it really does seem to hold together quite well. The planners also come with a bookmark in them, and so you can take the bookmark out. I keep mine in the week at a glance part, or the, you know, the individual days where I can write stuff, and you can put them back in. And the new ones, I've seen that the bookmarks are clear. They have a little light design in them, but they're clear, because with this kind of bookmark, when you're looking at the whole week, you've got 2 days that are, or 1 day, depending on which side it is, that you can't see because the bookmark has blocked it. So they've now added a clear bookmark in there. What I do is I bought some elastic bands that they sell as well, and what I always do, some people keep an elastic band around the whole planner. It's especially nice if you have a big fat planner with all kinds of stuff in there. But what I do is I put the elastic band around the cover up to the current month, so that all the stuff in the front of the planner that I've already used and I don't need to flip through is here. So it's on my book, it looks really cute, and when I just flip it, I go right at the month of August. So yeah, so this is really cool, and I'm excited about the new ones with the new covers. But let me show you some things that I did to kind of change using these. I did a couple of things to, I made a couple of changes. And so what I did is I only put, on this page, on the month at a glance, could you hear my dog snort just now? Anyway, okay, so what I do at the month at a glance is I only put down appointments, things that I am doing at a certain time. So a hair appointment, or you know, a meeting appointment, I put those things down. It keeps this uncluttered, and at a glance I can see the things I absolutely have to do. You know, stopping at the grocery store, or I don't know, dropping something off somewhere. You know, those things can maybe wait, and it would be nice to get them done today, but I don't put them on this page because this is just the things I absolutely have to do. So I showed you that these week at a glance pages, or it's not so much at a glance, it's a pretty detailed week, are split up, each day is split up into 3 sections where they have morning, day, and night, and then you put your individual appointments there. I found that I was wasting space, because say up here, all I was gonna do was go for a walk in the morning, and then I'm gonna come home from my walk and, you know, take a shower and whatever. And then I didn't have anything going until like right here in the middle of the day. Then I've got like an inch of space here that's wasted, that I could have written something, but I'm not gonna write something there because it's not morning anymore. Does that make any sense? So I changed how I use that to make it more functional. I've been doing this for a few weeks now, and I really like how it's working. So I'm gonna take out my bookmark. What I did is I took some of those blank stickers that Erin Condren includes, and I covered up the morning, day, and night labels, and I relabeled them. So let's see if, here's one that I did really dark so you can see. I made this section, the very top section for every day, is a to-do list. So whatever things I want to get done that day, I'm going to list in that section. No matter what time I'm going to do them, it's just my to-do list. Then this next section is anything that has to do with my blog or filming anything for my channel. that I don't necessarily do something with that every single day, but that's where I would list that on any days of the week across here. And then at the bottom, in the bottom section, I have tasks that I want to do for work. So I work at a university. I might want to grade papers, or I'm also a freelance writer, so I may have some kind of an assignment that I need to get done for that. And so I would list that there. And this has worked out really well for me. So, and then over here in the section that was goals and notes, before I put a little sticker, and you could also use washi tape for this, but I put a little sticker that just says meals, because I like to pick out a few meals that I'm gonna make for the week, like 5 meals. I list those there, and then they're not set on any particular day, because we might not be in the mood for whatever I planned on Sunday. And so this way we can move it around and I can cross them off here when I'm done with those. And then the bottom section I am using for recording my goals for walking. I do a lot of walking, so I do leave that down there. This has ended up being way more functional for me. And so I really like how I'm using it. So it's taken me a few months to kind of adjust to this planner and how I'm going to use it. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I've looked at different videos about how people use their Erin Condren life planners, and I was watching one girl who said she actually was ditching her Erin Condren planner and going to a different one because she didn't like those sections, the morning, day, and night sections of her planner. And I thought that was kind of unfortunate that, rather than that she ditched the whole idea, because rather than figuring out a way to use those sections, change them a little bit and use the sections. You can see what I showed you was next week, but I've got all kinds of things here. I have things scribbled in. I've got my meals in here. I have certain things that I've written down and then transferred over to the next day. Sorry about that little glitch there. My camera just turned off for a second. So, but anyway, I've made it work for me. I've kind of taken it and personalized it for myself. And so I changed out the next several weeks just to make sure that I am happy with how I have it arranged, and then I can make any adjustments after I've tried this out for a month. But this is, I just really, really like this planner. Heavy duty planner, it's a really nice size. I can still fit it into a bag. If I have a certain kind of purse, it'll fit in nicely. Otherwise I can put it into a tote. I can really see this being a nice thing to use for work, which I intend to do. I'm going to be getting another planner. I'll probably order my stuff in the fall. I normally could wait, obviously, till closer to 2015 before I get my next one. But there are a couple other things that Erin Condren has that I'm interested in getting. She has a notebook, and when I get, actually, you might want to take a look at that, because if you think this is too much planner for you, if you think that the whole, 2-page spread for a week is too much and you just really want the basic planner, there is a way to adapt the, it's called the Take Note Notebook. There's a way to adapt it so it can be a planner as well, but it's a much more simplified planner. So I just kind of wanted to show you how I've been adjusting to going back to a paper planner. Erin Condren stuff is just as fun as can be. So if you are interested in taking a look and also getting $10 off your order, I have included a link for you in the information below. So if you look below the video, there's a little section of text. You can even hit, I think it says show more, and it will increase the size of that. And I've included what is my referral link. But by using that referral link, and I did this when I ordered my first one, is I used someone else's referral link, and it gave me $10 off my order. So you can click on that, go to the Erin Condren site, and when you place an order, you get $10 off your total order. But they don't just have life planners, so they have all kinds of things. They have wedding planners. So if you know somebody who's getting married, or if you're getting married, it has you can personalize it so it can have the name of the bride and the groom on the front. You can have a picture on there. You can, inside it has all kinds of to-do lists, things you should do 6 months before your wedding, 5 months before your wedding, 3 months before your wedding, all of that stuff. I used something like that when I was getting married, and if I'd had the option of personalizing it, I probably would have gone for it. So, so those are really adorable. They have big like planners for an entire family, so you can track the activities of every person in the family. They have kind of like business cards. I think they call them calling cards, gift bags and gift cards. They even have luggage, actual luggage that you can buy that's personalized with cute stuff. So there's really a ton of stuff on this website. So, so anyway, I would encourage you to check it out, at least to take a look if you're in the market for a life planner. Like I said, if you're in the market for one right now, you can get one that has from now until the end of 2014, and then added to that is also all of 2015. I'm going to be placing my order in the fall, and so when I get that and show you the new stuff that I have, I'll be able to show you the new covers I get, and also the new changes that they have in the book, as well as some of the accessories that I have gotten to go with mine as well. So if you have any questions or comments, I would encourage you to list those below this video, and I hope this has been helpful to you. I would also encourage you to subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Anyway, thanks for watching Busy Being Jen, and have a great day. Bye-bye.